Teacher Hiển said that if we honor or the connection come to our life, then we will receive tenfold of what we give out. So she used to have a brother-in-law, and he has a sister. His sister, when she fold the clothes, so in Vietnam they have the habit of hanging clothes after they wash. They hang clothes outside the backyard. So and when he hang the clothes for everyone, he didn't do it neatly, but he just randomly put it everywhere. But then his wife respected, and she realized that from the lessons that teachers Toàn sharing, she realized that if she respect other people around her, she will receive a lot more than that. So when her children was little, if they get wet, she tend to change the whole things. Then so one day he accidentally pee himself. Okay, and she was busy, so she asked her husband to change clothes for him. But he only changed the pants. He didn't change the top. And he asked him why did he do that? Why didn't he change the whole thing, but only change the bottom? And he told her that if there's someone already do something for you, you should be already appreciate that and be happy about that. That's enough already, rather than asking for more, request for more, because they were already willing to do something for you. So whether they do it as what you want, as you wish, whether they can satisfy what you wish or not, is you shouldn't cling on to that, but should be grateful that they already willing to do something for you. Okay. There's a student, I don't know what her name. Chị Hằng. She said that thank you teacher very much. Thank you thầy Phụng, teacher Phụng, for helping her to set up the Zoom so he can join into the main class now. And the story that teacher Hiển just shared, it touched me. I learned to validate, to recognize the contributions of other people, and the fact that my family already showed the part of the jobs in daily life for me. So when I learned this knowledge, and I listened to other people share their reality, share what they learned, I also learned from their lessons. So yesterday when we learned about the dream life and dream occupation, I've learned so much from that. I love it so much, especially when teachers were talking about the dream life, okay? And everyone were talking about their own dream life. So when the teacher said that instead of pursuing the dream life, let's follow the 6 great prosperity, the life of 6 prosperities. And then I start thinking inside my head, what does it mean 6 great responsibilities? And with daily app, every single day, I turn on the app and I see every day is a new lesson, a new code, where yesterday I also see the saying about 6 great prosperity, and I was so honored and grateful that I saw it appear in front of me when I turned on the app. So I would like to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you ever so much for all the teachers, especially from the lessons of the first week when teacher Quayman talk about augmentation. We need to be careful about thinking of augmentation. Okay? So I used to have, didn't think properly before, but now I learn a lot every single day. So thank you ever so much for all the lessons that you teach us, and especially when I practice writing calligraphy. When I practice writing calligraphy, I concentrate into the letter, into the stroke that of the brush, and when I put my heart into it, then I can do it properly, do it nicely. So I'm going to, so instead of, so I'm looking at other teacher writing calligraphy very beautifully, and I looking at my brush, my writing. I've also learned to be able to appreciate my own effort, even though it's not as good as all the teachers. Okay. Thank you ever so much for listening. And teacher Hiến said, thank you ever so much to chị Hằng. Teacher Hafi told us yesterday that whatever we have currently, whatever you think of, whatever we think of in the past, about yesterday, and whatever we currently possess, currently own, whatever we used to think. So today, the most important thing is today, what are we going to do? Today, what we're going to do in order to readjust our mentation, because our life doesn't exceed what we can hear, and what our eye can see, and what our ears can hear. Okay? And especially when we learn the inner beings content, inner beings knowledge, then our garden, our subconscious garden, it needs to be taken care even more, because the day that you think of something is the day that you give, you tell Mr. Will, who manage your garden, to go and water that things. Okay, so be very careful with your thinking, with your meditation. Okay, sorry, give me 1 minute. Just go to turn the oven off. Okay, we're going to read the declaration. Okay. Turn it on. Okay. Declarations of with Master Mentor. I am a person with value. Appretelling, transmitting reality, creating value is what I do throughout my life. Supporting others achieve their life's aspirations, I elevate realms of living, expanding the range of awareness, elevating the levels of wisdom. I stand above emerging adversities, honoring gratitude in emotion, tolerance in mind, inner peace in being. I protect myself and those around me. Refined characters, outstanding virtues, maturing beyond my years, I conquer all dreams. With appropriate perspective, right mentality, and relevant competency, I succeed with simplicity. Comprehending laws, understanding principle, holding firmly the key, I open the door to mastering life. Adhering rules to rules, applying formulas, grasping methods, my life becomes simpler, more joyful, more trusting, and lighter. Knowing, believing, understanding the triangle of reality, the human energetic structure, the formula for the root cause life, I master finances, master health, master relationships, and master inner being, imparting the value of the philosophy of root education to all in order to enrich, to master, to become, and to evolve. Portrait of a wit master mentor, scholarly wisdom, peaceful mentality, refined characters, outstanding virtue, exceptional competency, model-like physique, triathlete health, extraordinary appeal-telling, sagacious communication, unwavering self-discipline, insightful vision, human life comprehension, benevolent leadership, moral virtue for all, 6 great prosperities, all capable leaders, cultural entrepreneur. Thank you ever so much for listening. Now we go into turn on our mic and camera and say hello to Teacher Happy, and I'm gonna say hello to each other here as well, everyone. If it's convenient. We're going to start the lesson now, so if you can turn on your camera, turn on your mic, say hello to each other. And if your buddy, your learner, your study buddy, if not in Zoom now, if you can have a chance, give them a call, tell them to join in the Zoom to start learning. Cả nhà mình có đệ nhị thân mà chưa vào học thì mình alo mọi người vào nhóm nha mọi người. Okay. So, Teacher Happy said, is everyone happy today? Hello, Chan Lân. Does everyone feel happy today? So, every morning when I watch everyone spending time to write calligraphy, I feel so moved and touched. Hi, chị Thanh. So this is the pathway that we chose to accompany each other to learn in order to aim to achieve for a better life for ourselves and for the next generation. And we have the life. So I would like to say hello to all the mentor KO1, mentor with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and especially all the mentor 7. Thank you ever so much that every single day you come in here, accompany each other to learn and accompany all of other mentor, the previous mentor. So we can connect with each other, and together we learn this knowledge. And not only that, every day we meet each other, we connect with each other, and we're going to have the tight-knit relationship for the rest of this life. So for the rest of this life, we're going to aim to enrich holistic as the 7 holistic wealth. Yeah. And so this is the pathway that we're going to follow. And yesterday we already talked about the second part of the desirable outcome. So yesterday we already talked about the dream life. So I would like to discuss with everyone, talking to you about what we have learned so far. I would like to invite so you ready, huh? Okay, let's see. There's a lot of hands has been raised. Okay. I would like to see a new face, a new hand, instead of the people who already raised hand before. Is any new faces here? A new hand? I would like to invite Nguyễn Thị Huyền. Okay, chị Nguyễn Thị Huyền said, hello everyone. Hi. Hello teacher Happy. Thank you for calling my name. My name is Huyền. I'm working and living in Hanoi City, and I'm a mother of 3 kids. I would like to say thank you ever so much to all the teachers in our organization, as well as all the teachers from Mentor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I learned this topic, I feel so moved, so emotionally touched, because now I know what is the desirable outcome I should aim for in my life. I know my dream life. And yesterday when you talk about the dream life, it is a life that we have a standard and we can influence other people. We have a great influence to our family. And I remember you were saying that if your life is my dream, wherever you say, I'm gonna listen. And the standard you're talking about is in that saying as well. So when we have the dream life, so what is dream life? That is a life where we satisfy the 6 great prosperities, and they include good health, time freedom, financial freedom, world travel, personal and relational growth, harmonious and happy family. So I feel that I'm so fortunate because I have good health already, and especially very fortunate for me that I managed to participate in the Ironman with our organization twice. And I know that my health is number one. If that number one falls down, then everything else is meaningless. And I was so blessed, I was so fortunate that I'd be able to participate in the Ironman with which now I have great health. I can do whatever I like in my life. And now I aim to become the inner being specialist. So that means I have the dream occupation. And I also have the dream life. And within these 6 aspects, 6 elements, apart from good health, which I am impressed the most, the second impression I have is the time freedom. Because myself is a housemaker, so basically I do everything in the house by myself. I don't have anyone helping apart from my husband. So when we talk about time freedom, I learned that my time, I'm so free, I'm very free, because I spend my time doing all the important things in my life. And every single day I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to practice calligraphy, and then going to learn inner being class. And then during the day I still continue bringing value to society, and also taking care of my children, bring them to school, cooking food for the families, and maintain the harmonious family. So in order to attain the 6 great prosperity, is not only my own dream, but this is a dream of so many people as well. So this is the beautiful pictures that I've already see the destination, and now I'm just working on it freely, easily, and there's no problems on the way at all. So thank you ever so much, teacher Happy, because what you share, it touched me very much. What you shared, it touched me a lot. And when I've on my interview, it was you who have interviewed me as well. So thank you very much. And I understand that it's very important that I need to thoroughly comprehend this topic. And every single day I'm sitting here learning with everyone in our community is a great thing. Everyone in here is a favorable condition to each other, for a favorable connection that I be able to connect to. And within these 6 aspects, 6 elements, I find myself have already achieved about 5 over 6. Okay, 5 parts over 6. And with good health, I every single year I've had a notion to join Ironman, and it's not just not only the destination, but it's also something that I can maintain my lifestyle about health. So every single day I practice running, cycling, and hip rotation, IBT. So all of the exercise that I needed to do. So I feel that I'm very free. I'm very free about time. With time, I'm very free. And teacher Happy said that, okay, so this, which part of, so this, if you're looking at this circle, are they, all of these aspects, are they making up, become the circle? Is it rounded just yet? Okay, because on the journey that you go, on the pathway, okay, if the circle is rounded, then it's gonna roll over all of these obstacles. Otherwise, it's gonna fall into the hole and you're gonna stuck there. So looking at this diagram, we can measure our own life. Okay, we look at the 6 parts and we measure whether our circle is full, is big, and is round, is full or not. Okay, so thank you ever so much for your reality. Chị Hằng said, thank you, teacher. I'm very fortunate to be able to speak to you and everyone. Thank you for all the teacher giving me all the great lessons. I can become the extended hand, bring this knowledge to share all over the world, to the 5 continents, and help other people to live in good health and happiness. Thank you ever so much. Please, I would like to invite Vũ Ngọc Quyên. Bùi Thị Kiên, Bùi Thị Kiên. So chị Bùi Thị Kiên said that, thank you ever so much, teacher. I was born in 1983. Thank you for the opportunity to be able to participate with Mentor 7. So you were the one who interviewed me, and when you interviewed me, you asked me a question that I couldn't answer you. You asked me what do I desire, what is my true desire in life, and then I couldn't answer it, but then you suggest to me to go back and reflect to my life. And I feel that this community have a lot of humanity in it. And you told me that when I come here, when I join Mentor 7, whatever I learn here, I should bring it and share it with the people around me. So thank you ever so much, teacher, for suggesting me doing that. Okay. Because I used to live before, but I didn't know how to live to the fullest. And you said that when I thoroughly understand human life, then I can understand myself, understand others, then I can do meaningful things. So thank you ever so much. And today I would like to share what I have learned yesterday. thank you for giving me the inspiration, the motivation, and remind me of the career, the career, the job that I've been following, which is the inner being specialist. And at first I didn't know what I should do. I didn't know what to do in order to connect with human life, to connect with other people. But when I joined into our wit community, okay, then I learned that whatever I do, I'm going to satisfy the trial, the power of trial, and whatever I do is must be sustainable, scalable, and favorable. Hai chị ha. And my health, I need to take care of my health as well. It's improving every single day. So before I know about this will, there's some noise going on right now. Some other people speak on top of her. So my health currently has been improving about 70 to 80% better than before. And time freedom, so it is right that whatever I put my heart into and follow it, then okay, I can make time. Okay, and now I become the person have time freedom, free in time. So before I was thinking that, oh, could I have enough time to working and also learning mentor at the same time? But now everything in life is supporting me on my learning journey, and even when I was working, I'm still be able to support the customers. I'm working, I'm also studying as well. Hello anh Bình. Where's everyone going? Where's chị Linh Lê and Jordan? And regarding financial freedom, I'm not as good quite there yet, but I believe that it will get better, because yesterday you said that I might not be rich in material, but I need to feel fulfilled inside first. Okay, so regarding financial freedom, I've already achieved about 70% of it. And regards harmonious and happy family, the few years back, okay, I didn't have good relationship with my family-in-law, but now it's getting better. And my old family, my parents' family, that's the family that a lot of people look up to. So I've always proud that I live in a harmonious family. And currently, my family and my family-in-law, my family, which means my mother's side, my father's side, they all gather together, and everyone have good relationships. They've been connecting with each other, helping each other, and support each other. So we try to gather quite often, so the grandchildren, the younger generation, can see the older generation quite often. So we do that about 2 to 3 times a year. And in the social relationships, thank you ever so much with community, because regarding personal and relational growth, in the past, I didn't learn to grow as much, okay, but now here I find happiness in study, in growing myself. Okay. So teacher Hafiz said that let's go back to the focal points of the 6th grade prosperity. Yesterday, after finish the lessons, you going back and reflect on your life, right? We have the few steps that after we know this is the life that we are aiming for. Okay, this is the life that we go into go for. So we got to measure. So we use six of these parts, 6 aspects to measure our life right now. Okay, for us to see that, okay, in order to go to attain the dream life, then whether we have reached the 6th grade prosperity. Okay, and when we talk about our health, okay, when we talk about health, we talk about the 6th grade prosperity is already have a certain standard. So we ask, what is that standard? We need to measure it in our life. Okay, looking at our life, and you use each of these aspects to measure our life. Okay, so when you talk, if you focus on the focal point, then you can reflect into your life better. Okay, thank you ever so much for sharing. Hello, Sanj. Just coming in. I would like to invite Nguyễn Thị Lan. Thank you ever so much for the knowledge. Thank you ever so much all the teachers in our organization. I would like to share the lessons I have learned about 6th grade prosperity. When I use this to reflect on my life, I realized that within these 6 parts, I only have good health. Good health, I satisfy the most about it. With time freedom, financial freedom, I need to improve. Basically, within these 6 aspects, I haven't actually achieved any of them yet, apart from good health. Okay, so teacher Hafiz said, okay, so you reflect onto your life, you see that you haven't achieved them yet. It's very simple that now we can, we are on the journey on the pathway to a growth, to become mature. So when we reflect into our life, we know that, okay, before we don't know the standards about the dream life, but now we know it, then we just continue to build up our dream life. Okay, so now you have the meditation. You set yourself a meditation, so you can make your 6th grade prosperity circle become fuller, become bigger. Okay, I would like to invite Lê Duy tới. So, and Tới said, thank you ever so much, everyone. Good. Wish you have a great day ahead. I would like to share what I learned yesterday. First, I would like to say thank you ever so much to the founder of the organization. And thank you ever so much for the person who has arranged the 6 great prosperities. It's very logic to me. The 6 parts, they are connected very tightly to each other, and we call it we say that it's a 6 great prosperity, but outside in society they call it this is the wheel of life, the wheel of life. So when we reflect into I reflect into my life, I see that I have house, I have car, I have a good occupation, I have a good position in life. But when I learned this, I realized that my dream life is like in 6 parts of this wheel, and I want to make this wheel, I want to pump this wheel up so it's rounder, it's bigger, and it will roll more easily in this life. Okay, so mostly all of us, we focus on the finances topic in our life and ignore the other part. Okay, and me personally, about good health, I shouldn't try and talk at the same time. Anyway, could be fixed. And time freedom. So good health, I already ran 21 kilometers. Time freedom, about time freedom, it's not the free time that we going out and doing my own pleasures, but time freedom here is the time that I spend to help people who in need, and the people who need help regard finance, regards happiness. That's is about regarding the help others to be happy. Okay, help people to help others to be happy. Okay, and regarding financial freedom, myself, and my family, we have already achieved financial freedom 100%. But obviously, it's never be enough. Okay, so I mean, even though we have reached financial freedom, but obviously, as a human being, we want more. It's never stop. We never stop wanting more regarding finances. So for myself, I already feel that I am fulfilled. I have enough with my finance already. I don't have to worry about bread and butter every single day. But I can now have enough finances and money to go to help other people in need around me. Okay. So nowadays I have a wife and 3 kids, 2 girls and 1 boy. So I have already achieved harmonious family as well. Family. Okay. World traveling, I have achieved about 30%. So in the future, I will try to reach 100%. Okay. About personal and relational growth, I might just achieve about 5 to 6%. So what I mean is that I'm always willing to learn more. I'm willing to always open to receive more knowledge and more people come into my life. Thank you ever so much, Teacher Happy, and everyone. Let me sharing my personal reflection in the 6th grade prosperity. Thank you for calling me, and thank you for listening. Okay, so yesterday we have talked about the first part, which is time freedom. Okay, so if we understand what is time freedom, okay, so yesterday I told you that, if I always free, I always have enough time to do whatever I like. So we need to have that awareness in our mind. Okay, that is, I always have enough time, okay, to do what I desire. And obviously we have to differentiate between the person who have a lot of time but don't know what to do, but with the person who have time and they know what to do, what is urgent, what is non-urgent. So this is also what we need to do as well. It's very important for you all Mentor 7. Okay, you need to allocate what you need to be done, and what you need to allocate your time in learning regarding the knowledge and also your lifestyle as well. Okay. So what we do is we go into divide it into a vertical line and a horizontal line here. Okay, so here we have what we do. It is so everything that we do in life either is important. So we have some important task. Okay, important, and there's a task in our life that is not important, unimportant. And on the horizontal line, we have the things that we do that is urgent and non-urgent. Hang on. Urgent and not urgent. Okay. So with time, okay, so we have 4 parts here. Okay. So the task that we do, whether it is important or not important, and what we do, whether it is urgent or not urgent, and the time that we have, okay, we need to be proactive to allocate what we do based on important, unimportant, urgent, and not urgent. Okay, so we have the task in our life that is important. Okay, we go from unimportant, not important, to important. And there's a task in our life, we go from not urgent to urgent. So we know which one to prioritize into our life to do it appropriately. Okay, but obviously there's a thing we see that, there's a task that is not urgent, also not important, unimportant, and also not urgent. So would we prioritize it? Would we prioritize it if it's not urgent and unimportant? Okay, sorry. And also there's a things that we do that is important and urgent. And there's a things that there are tasks in our life that's important but not urgent. And also there's a certain thing in our life we do that is unurgent and important. So whenever we design our day, when we arrange our day between the tasks that are important, unimportant, urgent, and not urgent, we have 4 areas, 4 parts, 4 corners. So which one we should prioritize? Okay, should we prioritize something that is important and urgent, right? So with the person who master their own time, they know which task is urgent, which task is important, so they prioritize it. It's go, okay, and they have to do it immediately. And also we're going to remind each other here. Everything, all of the inner being, specialists and specialists, the mentor 7 right now. Where are you? Where are you? Okay. All the mentor 7. Mentor 7. So, what is the most important things in your life right now? And okay, we go into remind each other one more some things here, right? What is the most important and urgent for all of you here, all the inner being specialists? Okay, what is the most important and urgent for you in your learning? And also when you go home, you need to looking at your family, your work, your occupation, your career to see what is important and what is urgent. Okay, but currently right now, what you think is important and urgent? Okay. There's a lot of people answering differently on the chat box right now. Okay, and teacher Happy is reading them. Okay, so we need to clarify what is the most important and urgent for a mentor. Okay, is it that we concentrate on learning this knowledge? Okay. So that's what everyone answers. Okay, and teacher Happy said that the most important and urgent thing is that when we join into class, when we join into this pathway, this journey, we focus on our own transformation. Okay, the only way that we can help others to transform is by ourselves transforming. Okay, so throughout this journey, we only have 4 words: to enrich, to become, to enrich, to master, to become, and to evolve. That is the 4 words we have to focus on in order to transform ourselves. And also mentor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, everyone together here, even mentor 7, we are on the pathway, on the journey to enrich ourselves, to master our life, to become and to evolve. So we need to anchor our heart in order to become the inner being specialist right now at this moment. That we need to enrich holistically. We need to master 4 aspects of life. We need to become wiser, more sagacious, more prudent, and more erudite, as well as to evolve into 9 types of people in one. So we have communities of inner being specialists, communities of family educators, communities of entrepreneurs. Everyone can focus on enriching themselves, masters brings their life, becoming and evolving into 9 types of people in one. And imagine if everyone in our community doing that, then doesn't it mean that we have a very special value? We are the person with value, right? And throughout this pathway, throughout this journey, if you already decided, you have anchored your heart into this learning journey, into becoming an inner being specialist, then you focus on your study in order to transform, in order to become a better, a newer person. So within about 3 years, with all the knowledge that you learn here, okay, for about 3 years, you're going to become a completely new person. And in our community, the inner being specialist community, the family educator community, the entrepreneur community, the most important and urgent things we need to do is to master, to enrich, to master, to become, to evolve. So to master the 7 holistic wealth, to enrich the 7 holistic wealth, to master our inner being, our health, our finances, our relationships, in order to become wiser, more sagacious, more prudent, and more erudite. And when all of those three aspects we have already enriched already, mastered already, become, now we evolve. We evolve into 9 types people in one. Evolve into an inner being specialist with 9 types people in one person. Okay. Imagine the day that you achieve that, right? So when people in need, you can become the sage to them, the helper to them, the connector to them. You become the mentor to them. You become the master to them. You become the expert for others, and you become an enlightened to other people. So not only that, we are specialists. We are specialists. So once you be able to achieve all of that, is there anything else become an obstacle into your life anymore? No, right? So once we have time freedom, which means we know how to prioritize all the important tasks or the urgent tasks. We know what we needed to be done, right? And today, all of Mentor 7, we sit here, when you sit here, focus on your learning. That is, you have already good as mastering your own time, right? So more specifically, now we learn this diagram, so we know which tasks to prioritize. We need to prioritize which the task that is important and urgent. Okay, so when we focus on the important and urgent tasks, we will have more time to do other things as well. Okay, because we see that in order to achieve time freedom, we want to have time freedom in order to do things we need to do things that do the task that is most important and urgent to us first, right? And every day we sit here together to learn, to enrich, to master, to become, and to evolve together here. And to be honest, think about it. If our organization, which organization, we all the teachers already package all this knowledge for you all, and then you also bring this knowledge to everyone around you, and then we can create so many community. Nowadays we have the communities of mentor, family educator communities, the entrepreneur community. So we will learn because of other people. We learn from 1,000 people, not just only ourselves. So imagine if you and people around you be able to do that, then how can you transform? How can our organization transform? And how our nation, our country will transform? Right? Because every single one of us become the 9 types of people in one. Okay, that means not only our country, but the whole world will be in peace. And to be honest, a life that we call is a dream life. We want to have clear mental image of what is a dream life. Okay. Our ancestors often said that time is gold. Okay, time is valuable. Okay, but now we turn time into gold. Okay, we focus on that time, the time that we're learning here, in order to evolve into 9 types of people in one. And that is our aim for life. Okay, and if everyone around us, okay, are gold and we are gold, okay, we all aim to become 9 types of people in one, then what the world gonna become, right? So talk about this. We have a clearer mental image of our dream life, Okay, that we all become the inner being specialists, and that is more clearer and clearer for us here. Okay, if we already anchor our heart into this studying journey, okay, and every day we learning this knowledge, every day we grow, every day we mature to the ultimate maturities of human being. Okay, but first, the first step, we need to enrich ourselves first. And everyone, this is a secret you need to notice here. That is, when we talk about that, we are free to do whatever we like, right? But don't think that free is good. Free is good, right? Okay. Please, anyone who have turned on your mic, can you monitor your microphone? Anyway, so when we talk about time freedom, don't think that people are free is good, because the people who free, they don't do anything. They just be on their own. They don't have anything to do. That are different types of free. Okay, that different types of person. Is not the person who aiming to achieve time freedom here. So we are learning here. We are enjoying the pathway, the journey for ourselves to enrich, to master, to become, and to evolve. When we immerse ourselves in this knowledge, in this organization, we have already anchored ourselves in here. Just like in Mentor 7, there are so many students here who already retired, right? There's some of you already have just retired, but some of you already retired for a long time already, okay? But now, some people, they have retired, but they still do a lot of things that even more than before when she was in a job. There's such a teacher here. She enriching herself in the 7 holistic world, and she become the person with value. And when we be able to enrich ourselves, master our own life, to become and to evolve into 9 types of people in one, then we can help other people to achieve all of that. So the jobs of an inner being specialist, the jobs of the mentor, okay, is what we need to do. We only need to do forward. Okay, and together we're doing that. Okay, we're doing that together. Okay, and now we it's going to be urgent. It's going to be right now. It's going to be important that we need to do those forwards every single day. Okay, so every single day, if we manage to do that, we have defined our value. Okay, we are the person with value. Okay, because we already enrich, we already master, we already evolve, we already become. So now we're going to help other people to enrich, help other people to master their own life, and help other people to become also, as well as help other people to evolve. So now we have time. We don't need to think about anything else. We have time freedom. We use that time for the important and urgent task. Okay, so is it important? Is it okay here? So we do not get busy with anything that meaningless anymore. But now we don't think of something that we need to do that make us busy, or we have too much free time. Okay, but here we establish the fact that when we have time freedoms, we focus our free time for the important and urgent task. Okay, so this means that we are always free. Okay? We're always free to prioritize important tasks and urgent tasks in our life. And especially for Mentor 7 here, what is important and urgent for all of us here is that we enjoy the forward, enrich, master, becomes, and evolve. And that is the important task and urgent task for us. And also there's something even more important than this. Okay? Because when we focus on prioritize the important and urgent task, then immediately we have the awareness that we have the awareness about our mission, the mission to help others happy. Okay, so our mission is from it generated from here. From the fact that we prioritize some things is important and urgent in our life. So we already have all of the aspects that we needed to be done. Then we already feel happy, we already be happy. Then we can help others to be happy. We already have value, then we can bring that value to others. So I am the person with value. I am the person with value. That is the saying, first sentence in the declaration. Okay? So once you have value, you can bring that value to others. Okay? So that is our mission, right? Our mission to help other people to be happy, to enrich, to master, to become, and to evolve. I would like to borrow the view from religions and faith. So when the Buddha got enlightened, he's only helped 10,000 people to reach enlightenment as well. So in Mentor 7, we also aim to have 10,000 mentors with 10,000 family educators and 10,000 entrepreneurs. That is the goal, the aim that we reach for. And why do we want to have 10,000 mentors with 10,000 family educators and 10,000 entrepreneurs? Because we aim to reach the great dream, a great dream to have 25 million Vietnamese children to grow, to mature without worrying about finances, without worrying about whether they could be able to learn any of this knowledge, right? So when I talk about this, I feel so moved and emotionally touched, because whenever when I first met our teachers, our master, on my learning journey, I was just like you. I have a dream, I have a wish, and when I have already established my my 6th grade prosperities, okay, when I met our master, our teachers, okay, and I learned to know his dream, and his dream that overcome my dream, cover my dream. That dream is to help 20 million Vietnamese children to be able to learn, to be able to grow without worrying about finances. Then on our learning journey, okay, there are some mentor, there are some master. We comprehend human life, okay, and we enrich ourselves, we master our life, we become and we evolve into 9 types of people in one. Then we have a mentor community, have a family educator community, have an entrepreneur community. So each of us, okay, have our own family, okay, and one day we will have all of us gonna holding each other hand in hand. We're going to create the community to satisfy sustainable sustainability, scalability, and favorability. And also we all have the heart, we all have our power, we all have wealth and power. So we establish very clearly that we have a dream occupation. That dream creates so much value for this world. Okay. And today we learn about time freedom. We know that we have free time to prioritize what our knowledge here for the important and urgent tasks in order for us to enrich, to master, to become, and to evolve. Okay. I am so emotional touched, so moved right now that I be able to accompany with you all Mentor 7, and I have been working with other teachers in our organization as well as working with you. So every single day we nurture ourselves, we cultivate ourselves, so we become richer. We master our inner being, we master our health, we master our relationships and finances, as well as becoming and evolving. Okay. So thank you ever so much, everyone, that every single day we establish again our mission in life. And there's a lot of people in here. Obviously, you also have a different mission for life, right? You already pick and choose your mission for life. But once we all come together here, we have the standard for our dream life. Okay? Then we going to amplify it and maximize our dream. Okay? So in the first part of the 6 Grace Prosperity, when we talk about time freedoms, we have established the fact that this year, within the next 6 months, 8 months, we're going to focus our time and prioritize our time in our learning journey. Our learning journey to enrich, to master, to become, and to evolve. And then many years later, after that, we go into nurture our own self. We go into expand our awareness even more. We go into expand our knowledge, okay, on that journey. So imagine what happened once we get to that day. Okay, so thank you ever so much. I'm very honored, and I am so grateful for our teachers. He has packaged this knowledge and transferred this knowledge to us, transmit this knowledge to us, and we are sitting here together. Okay, the next 6 month, 8 month journey will be surrounding the 4 words: to enrich, to master, to become, and to evolve. And we are together. We are a part of a community. We're not alone. We are an individual who is a part of a group, a community, where we're going to become a part of a bigger community, the community where we have a number of mentors, a number of family educators, a number of entrepreneurs. So we all comprehend this knowledge. We apply the philosophy of root education. We apply this knowledge into our own life, into our business, and into our educate our children, into our children. So to educate them, and also whatever we do here is have measurement for the dream life that we going to attend. So when we get here, we understand that, okay, we need to reflect. We need to reflect to see that, okay, whether we are free to focus our time on what we desire, on what we aim for. Okay, because some of you may told me that, I don't have time to do this. I have I have to go here to study, I have to go to work, I have to do certain things, and I don't have time to do the things that you told me to do, right? So all the extra classes and all the extra competency that you want me to achieve, I don't have time to do any of that. So we know that here we're nurturing ourselves, we cultivate ourselves to become the person with value. And we also understand that when we leave this body, okay, what do we leave behind? When we leave this body, what are we going to leave behind? Okay, when we're no longer in this body anymore, what are we going to bring with us? What are we going to leave behind? Okay, doesn't matter how much we own, how much you possess right now. Okay, we cannot bring anything with us. Okay, so as long as we still live, okay, we better enrich ourselves, master our life to become and to evolve in order to accumulate enough good deed and balanced merit and good deed. And we go into cultivate ourselves in order to satisfy these 4 words. Okay? Just like every morning when you share your personal story, you become an extended hand to propagate this knowledge and to help many more other people in your life to live in inner peace, to be tolerant to others, and to live in honor and gratitude every single day. And when we already create value for ourselves, we accumulate enough balanced merit and good deed, then we are going to continue next week with the 3 appropriate standard reference systems. Because when we enrich, master, enriching, mastering, becoming, and evolving ourselves, then when we free, we taking this knowledge to apply into our life. Okay. So the more we apply this knowledge into our life, the more we'll be able to prioritize our time. Okay, prioritize our time, and we know when do we need to use which part of knowledge in order to accumulate balanced merit and good deed, and in order to go to our homeland. So when we still alive, we need to be wealthy. We need to enrich ourselves holistically. When we're still alive, we need to enrich ourselves holistically. When we already leave this body, okay, we know where we're heading to. Okay. And the only way for us to know all of that is we need to accumulate good deeds and balanced merit. Okay. So again, when we talk about time, we prioritize the task, importance, and urgent. So when we didn't know any of this knowledge, okay, most of us, we focus on chasing after money, earning money, okay, earning the bread and butter every single day, right? But now we are here, we know what is the standard, what do we need to focus on in order to enrich, to master, to become, and to evolve. And every single day we're touching this knowledge, and we are on the journey to go into our homeland. All of us, we're gonna get there, regardless that we want it or not. One day we have to leave this body. That is the destination for all of us. There's no arguing about that. Okay. But instead of focusing only making money only, and we don't know how to accumulate balanced merit and good deed, then what's gonna happen? Okay, what's going to happen when you leave this body? You have no idea where you're going to go to. But once you are here, you learn this knowledge. You have the blessing to be able to learn from all of the teachers in our organization. Okay, we be able to establish the end goal for our life. The end goal for our life. Okay, and you know where you're gonna go when you leave this body. So if you already know about that, then every single day you just need to be diligent. You need to be diligent, and that diligence is compact into the 6 golden words. And okay, with us who are the mentor, we need to turn all of the formula, all of our knowledge, okay, in order to apply it into our life. We need to, okay, somehow make all of this knowledge become reality in our life. Okay, and remind ourselves again that I am the person with value. Okay, appretelling and transmitting reality is what I do, okay, for all of my life. Okay, and I know that our reality that we have today, okay, the result that we have today, the desirable outcome we have today, is the cause, is the seed for tomorrow, for the future. So when we talk about dream life, we talk about dream occupation. We have the tools and means to create value, create desirable outcome in our life. Okay, and right here, right now, okay, we have already reached our homeland. When you have the life that's called 6 great prosperity. Okay, although we have been talking about time, okay, we have enjoyed this knowledge so much, right? Okay, we know that we already achieved 6 great prosperities. We already have prosperity. These prosperities, everyone already have it. When you're born into this world, you already have these prosperities. Obviously, today you've been told about this. You'll be able to name them, to be able to call them. Okay, and we know what is important and urgent for us to apply it into our life. So when we know all of this clearly, we'll be able to help other people to achieve it. So that is the first sentence in our declaration. That is, I am a person with value. Okay, so I am so moved right now. So I would like to exchange knowledge with everyone. So please, if you can raise your hand, I would like to invite Chu Văn Hội. Chu Văn Hội, are you there? Chu Văn Hội. Chu Văn Hội. Apparently he's raised his hand. We're just waiting for the student to turn on the mic. Chu Văn Hội, do you know how to turn your mic on? Are you there? I see your hand raising, but I'm not sure if you're there right now. Okay. I would like to invite Phạm Thúy Hà. Thank you ever so much, Teacher Happy, for letting me sharing. I am Phạm Thúy Hà as house 259. So when you sharing about when you say that when we come into this life, we have a mission already, and we have time, we have value, so we can bring that to us on the way to our homeland. So we need to live in inner peace in our life every day. So I am so earner, and so I am so grateful that you giving me the awareness that I need to live in the present moment. Because when I realize that every single day pass, okay, every one of us is on the journey, on the pathway on the journey to go to our homeland. So we better do something that is value. And I would like to share my old story. So in the past, in 2019, my mother passed away. I was still learning as a university, and then I get married. I have children, and having a job, start making money. Back then, when I was little, when my mom was still alive, it never occurred in me that my mom one day gonna pass away. And now I see that every single thing come into my life. When I was born, I already have a mission, and that mission I need to fulfill. So whether we choose to fulfill it or not, or leave it. Okay, so I realized from the lesson today, I realized that I need to have. Okay, so teacher Happy said, y'all say you need to do 4 things. Okay, 4 words that is enrich, become, enrich, master, become, and evolve. Okay, so Hằng, you need to establish the fact that within this year, that's the only thing you're going to do. Okay. Chị Hằng said, yes, teacher. So if I know what is important in my life, what is urgent in my life right now, then I will have the way, I will know the journey to go, and know the destination where I need to reach to, and I'm going to be ready to fulfill all of that. So one day, if I have to leave this earth, I will leave it with peace. And okay, I am going to become, I am the person with value, and I'm going to receive and transmitting reality. Okay, I will live for the transformations of others. Okay, teacher Happy said, all right, that's good. Now focus on the 6 golden words in action. Okay. Right, everyone. So I would like to invite Nguyễn Thị Hiền 5275207. Thank you, teachers, for calling me. And hello, everyone. I have received a new lesson today. Oh. So today I learned. I learned about the 6 great prosperity. And yesterday I reflect on my life. I start measuring my life based on the 6 great prosperity, and I evaluate my own life based on that 6 parts. And I see that somewhere I have achieved 70%, 70% of it. Okay. So I'm so grateful. I'm so honored and grateful for this knowledge. I appreciate my whole life. And before I didn't know it's called the 6 Grace Prosperities, but now you give it a name, and I have a clearer pictures of it. And today I learned more things about the important and urgent task. So from now on, I know what is important. I need to focus on it. And what is not urgent, I need to spend more time on it. So when I learned all of this knowledge, I want to become an inner being specialist. And I noticed that I'm afraid that it's too late for me to learn this knowledge. So I focus a lot on this learning journey because this knowledge is very important to me. So, chị Hằng, are you still lacking time to study? Chị Hằng said, I have so much free time to learn. And I'm very happy and think it's very important. Yeah. And you need to enrich master yourself and evolve and Okay. So this is what we have learned in the 6 Grace Prosperities. Okay. So we have already discussed about time, and our ancestors often said that time is money. Time is money. In Vietnamese, they often said that time is gold. In English, we say time is money. Okay. But sorry, give me 1 minute. So if we have time freedom, then we can help other people to do important and urgent things. So a person who have time freedoms, that person spend their time to do important and urgent tasks. And if people who are unable to do those important and urgent tasks in their life, they will not have time freedom. So we establish it clearly here that if you saying that you have time freedom, you can spend time to do the important and urgent things in your life. And if the people who are unable to do any of this, they will never ever have freedom in time. Okay. So yesterday when you start evaluating your life and measuring your life, okay, then we understand that all of us here, the mentor 7, you are the people already start to work on the journey where you are claiming your time freedom. Okay, because every single day you wake up at 3 o'clock you utilize your time to do the important and urgent things, right? So you have already creating value for yourself. So when we have free time, we can do the important and urgent tasks, the urgent things in our life. And we're sitting here, we're learning things that is important and urgent for us, right? So if we know how to recognize what we have been doing, okay? Because when we talk about the dream occupation, we learn about recognizing ourselves, okay? Validate ourselves, okay? In order for us to feel warm in our heart here. And one more thing about time freedoms. Okay, so this is the first things you need to know when we talk about time freedom. The second thing we need to know is that when you spend time with someone, you be fully with them. You be fully 100% be with someone when you have time with them through the engines of merit and good deed. And that is only happen in our organization. In which organization? Because all of us here, 1,000, 10,000 mentor, master, we are together, we enriching ourselves, we master our life, we becoming and we evolving, okay? Which means we together, we activate these engines of balanced merit and good deed. So the moment you come into Zoom, sitting together learning, we activate this engine. Okay, all of us, we all want to become the extended hand for the organization, right? And we all want to apply this philosophy of root education into our life, into what we do, into our business, and into the way that we educating our children, right? So we have the three communities of mentor, family educator, and the entrepreneur. Okay, and all of us, we follow the philosophy of root education. Okay, so the three communities all applied this philosophy. Okay, and it is the engines of balanced merit and good deed. So when we are here together, all of us, we operate this engine. Okay? And when we go back to your group, your house of 21 people, you get to know them, you spend time with them, and you bring in value to each other. Okay? So talking about this, have you all going back to your group yet? Have you already meet each other and get to know each other? Okay. Have you already upgrade your relationship every single day yet? So everyone, okay, have you already meet each other? Have you already upgrading each other relationship yet? Okay. If not yet, then be proactive. Okay, be proactive. Because now you already have the house number, you have your student number. So be proactive to gather into your own group, into your own house, and be proactive to upgrade the relationships with everyone in your house. Okay, because at the moment is the time for us to activate this engine. Okay, so some of you haven't managed to get into your house yet, right? So be proactive about that. Okay, you can advertise in the Telegram to look for your house, right? So you need to shout it out loud in the Telegram group. Okay, because we know that when we master our life, we master our life, which means we be proactive to connect with each other, be proactive to activate the engines of merit and good deed. Okay, and that small house that you have is the small engine within the big engine of our organization. Okay, and today we which session today? which session today? Okay, which session that we have read to? Is it session 22nd, 22 today? 22, 21. I thought 21 was yesterday. Okay, anyway, so session 21. So session 21, you have 21 members in your house. Okay, so okay, spend time with each other to connect to the other 20 members, and we're going to use the next 6 to 8 months. We're going to belong to each other, and we're going to spend time with each other to activate the engines of balanced merit and good deed. And we're going to we maximize our time, okay, to maximize our time to connect with each other, to upgrade our relationships, and accompany each other on this learning journey. Okay, is the things, the tasks that quite important and urgent. Okay, so there's a list of tasks that is important and urgent in our life. So now we have the standard. We know how to divide our tasks throughout the day into the important and urgent tasks. Okay, then we can accomplish it easily. So once you already participate in here, okay, we interact with each other with joy, with trust, with lightness, with simplicity. Okay, and through there we become wiser. You become more sagacious. We become more prudent. We become more erudite. So thinking about these words, it sounds very theory, but okay, we're actually doing it right now toward each other. Okay, so every day we compact all of this knowledge into our life through interacting with each other. Thank you ever so much to our teachers, to our master, and thank you ever so much for all of you here, for the cooperation, the coordination between all the teachers and the mentor, and for us to know what is the important and urgent task in our life. Okay. I would like to remind everyone one more time so we can establish our awareness here. Basically, the person who have time freedom is the person who can do all the important and urgent tasks in their life. And a person who have time freedoms is when the person who can spend time for the people that important to their life. For the people they needed to spend time with. And here we're going to spend time with 20 other members in our house. Okay. Thank you ever so much for your accompany. Thank you for taking in and receiving all of this knowledge. So within the 6th grade prosperity, we have already discussed about time. So next, we're going to talk about the financial freedom. Right, financial freedom. Right. So this is a topic which everyone loves, right? Financial freedom is the most attractive topic of all. So yesterday we already evaluate our life. Okay, we already measure our life. Let's see. Okay, we already details out our time in freedom, right? So let's go into the financial freedom. Okay, let me invite another person. Okay, Bùi Nguyên Vĩ. Okay, so Bùi Nguyên Vĩ, with you, what do you think? about financial freedom. What does it mean when we say financial freedom? And Tiến said that his own perspective, he thinks that time freedom is when we have the income that come consistently. We have the consistent incomes, and he know how to use that money meaningful. And that is what he thinks about financial freedom. He only just get to know it. So hopefully teacher gonna show. Thank you. Okay. So thank you, Vĩ. How about everyone else? What do you think? Okay, what do you think? What is financial freedom mean to you? What does financial freedom mean to you? Okay, this is a person who is very persistent raising their hand. 5, 3, 6, 1. Nguyễn Thị Lệ. Hello everyone. Thank you very much, teacher, for calling me. I would like to share my understanding of financial freedom is when I have a job, and in this job I have a good income so I can pay for myself and my children lifestyle. I can pay for their clothes, for their food. So that's in my thinking. I think that I have enough already. Okay. Just like this morning, teacher Hiển said that we feel happiness in what we do. That's the most important thing. So I've realized that if everything in my life is simple, I can feel happy in what I'm doing. I have enough money to pay for the basic thing in life and take care of my family. Thank you ever so much for letting me sharing my opinion. I would like to invite 5117. Nguyễn Nhật Hoàng. He said that his also perspective, he thinks time freedom means okay, I have enough money to do whatever I want. I have enough money to take care of my family, the people I love, and I have enough resources to contribute for society. And financial freedoms mean I have awareness about money and have the fullest the materials and the resources in my life, so I do not worry about lacking money or anything like that. Okay, so my name is Nguyễn Nhật Hoàng, and my house is 260. Thank you ever so much for listening.
60.
Okay, I would like to invite Bùi Thị Hoa. Thank you, teacher. My perspective, financial freedoms mean. Ở đây thì mình tôn trọng mẹ, mình không tôn trọng mẹ, mà kêu đây đi cho Bùi mình ra ngoài. Okay. Okay. I think that financial freedom means that I have enough money to spend for everything, basic thing in my life, and also I have a fund and a saving fund, so to cover any emergency in my life, and also I have investment as well. And also I have I don't need to go to work, but still have the money coming in through different types of investment. And the next level is when I don't need to go to work, but still have enough money to pay for the basic things. And the fifth level is when I can live my own lifestyle and also contribute to society. And the seventh level is the highest level, is when I can live and do whatever I like and do not worry about money. Okay. And The 4 level is when I have money without going to work, but still be able to pay for all the basic things in life. So financial freedoms mean that we know when it's enough and live simply with whatever we have in life. Okay. Thank you ever so much and congratulations for your awareness. So what Hoa saying is we feel satisfied. Okay. First we have to satisfy our old wanting and imagination. So we have a key word here that is satisfaction. Give me more. Okay. Okay, Surichang's number is 5387 from house 273, and she has her meditation. She thinking about financial freedoms is that everyone sitting here, we all have a certain financial freedom because we are learning to become the inner being specialist. Okay. And I think that financial freedom means I have the money to pay for every basic thing in my life, from food, clothes, transport, and my other needs. And I also have the incomes in order to pay for what I like to do. And also financial the full finance. Hết pin rồi thì thôi, hết pin rồi thì không có làm được nữa. Okay. And I can enjoy this life without worrying about money. That is when I have financial freedom, and also I can help other people around me for their life to become better as well. So I think that when all of us sitting here, which means we already have value, okay, and we're going to create more value in our life in order to increase that finances. Okay. Thank you ever so much, series. Thank you for your saying that whatever we have is enough. It is enough. Okay, whatever, however financial money that we have is enough. So if a person, after we deduct all of the expenses in our life, okay, and we very satisfied, we have the inner satisfaction for ourselves, okay, inner satisfaction. It doesn't mean that whatever we want we can get it, right? Is the inner satisfaction. Okay, we do not run after our wanting, our ambition. Okay, so after we deduct all the expenses, and we do not need to do anything, do work directly or indirectly to make money, but we still have the money coming to us. Okay, then at that moment we say that we have financial freedom, with the meaning that we have the passive income every single day just above what our expenses. So we have the inner satisfaction with everything, with all the income that we have in our life every single day, and we still enough for us to pay for everything in our life. Okay, so that is the basics understanding of financial freedom. So that is the first definition of financial freedom, the first understanding about financial freedom. That is our passive income, okay, surpass our daily expenses. That is when we have financial freedom in a basic understanding. Okay, that is the first definition. But there is another definition, which means every single month, let's say today, after we've after we learning here, let's go home and do another homework. Okay, every single month, okay, you calculate how much is your expenses, how much you spend for yourself, how much do you spend for yourself. Okay, can you write that down? So tomorrow we go back and exchange this with each other. This is a homework. Okay, this is homework for all of you, right? Write down. Okay, you go in home and you write down how much per month you spend for yourself, you spend for your family, you spend for the organization, and you spend for the nation, the country. Okay, so let's measure. Let's measure and let's see if any one of you who already have done this exercise in the past. Okay, you can do the exercise right now to see that the financial freedom in your mind, what you think. Okay, so every single month, how much do you spend for yourself? What do you spend on? Okay, how much do you spend money on for your family? How much money you spend for organization and for society? Okay, so if we're thinking this way, you know, that your mentation gonna shift. Okay, let's see, who should I invite? Lê Huy Duẩn. Lê Huy Duẩn. Okay, Lê Huy Duẩn said my number 5228 and the house number 265. Thank you ever so much for calling my name. So when you call my name, I've started thinking about financial freedom. So what you said is related to the financial freedom that I'm thinking in my mind. So the definition you give us today is financial freedom is what all of us here we aim to achieve. So my understanding is that financial freedom is when a person have the incomes and greater than their expenses. When we have income is greater than, when our income is greater than our lifestyle expenses. Okay, the basic to spend for our basic needs. Okay, we spend that money for the need to for the basic needs, safety needs, and basically the 6 essential needs for our life. You cannot hear him anymore. I think he lost the signal. Lost his signal. Okay. Okay, I would like to call someone else instead. Oh, he's back. He's back now. Alright, so let's continue. Thank you, the internet. Thank you, the broadband provider. So when we no longer work, we still have the income coming to us to satisfy the 6 essential needs on the 4 survival motivation, ourselves, our family, our organization, and our society. Is when that person has already achieved the financial freedom. So that is my understanding of financial freedom. Thank you ever so much, Teacher Hafi, for giving me the opportunity to share. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you, Anh Duẩn. So I would like to share with you here a little bit, okay? So we have the standard here to calculate, okay? Because here is the I have so we calculate our basics. our basic expenses in a month. Okay, how much we spend on ourselves, our family, our organization, right? So the person, so you go in home today, okay, and you do this exercise. For example, you spend money for yourself. You spend $1 for yourself, okay? So, which means your family have to have $10, okay? And for the organization is 100, and society have to be 1,000, okay? So we calculate, we go home, we calculate, okay? So you're calculating here, okay? So if you have $1, okay, that means you achieve financial freedom. You spend $1 on yourself, okay? So have you spent that $10 for your family, okay? So when you start thinking in this way, okay, you see that a person who have financial freedom, they can do amazing things. They can do significant things to the world. Okay. So when we talk about dream life, we have a standard, right? Standards of a person when they retire, they achieve $30 million, right? So the person have to so when the person spend $1 for themselves, they spend $10 for their family, and for the organization $100, and for the society $1,000. So let's work backward. So somehow, somewhere, at the moment, currently, most of us, we spend $1,000 for ourselves. We spend 100 for we spend $1 for society, $10 for organization, $100 for our family, and $1,000 for ourselves, right? So, okay, that's what we currently doing, most of us, right? So we spend $1 for society, okay, most of us nowadays. We spend $1 for society, $10 for organization, $100 for our family, and $1,000 for ourselves, right? So, so that's what our organization and what most of us normally do, right? So leave that thinking that what we normally do, right? But how about we spend $1 every dollar we spend on ourselves. We spend $10 for organization, $100 for the $10 for our family, $100 for organization, and $1,000 for the society. Then what gonna happen? Okay, so let's go at home and write down, okay, and calculate and think, why is it that in the world they already have the standard that the moment a person retires, they should have $35 million, okay? And so let's exchange more on the knowledge here. I would like to invite 5412, okay, 5412 Nguyễn Thị Hương, 5452. Okay. Hello, Teacher Happy and everyone. I would like to thank you Võ Thị Bé Diễm, my connector, and I am very impressed the topic today. And as I know, financial freedom, just like everyone already shared, which means we have the passive income, and we can spend money on wherever we like without worrying and thinking about how much it is. Okay, even if COVID happened again, then well, I still have money to spend without worrying. Okay, and you were saying the word about satisfaction. So whether I satisfied about my finances. So I already satisfied about my life, my old lifestyle. Okay, but when I joined into the organization to learn this knowledge, now my ambition has increased. I want to create more value for my family, my organization, and my society. But first, I've focused on helping my family, my loved one, my relatives, okay, and then I will reach to the organization outside. So that is the meditation that I have just expand on it. Because before I also help people, but just I only just help a very tiny little, just some people close to me. But now you have expand my awareness on this, okay, and as you said, okay, I currently, if I spend 1,000 on myself, then I only spend about 100 for my family, 10 for the organization, and 1 for society. So you said that I need to look at my spending, whether I be able to do it at the opposite way. So because I used to afraid that I'm afraid that later on I will have no money, so I have to save money. I've saved money for the rainy day, for later on. Okay, and now I've know that, okay, whatever I spend for the community, for society, then it will go back to me 10 times, tenfold. Okay, so so if I only spend on myself, spend money for myself, then whenever I needed someone to help, then no one gonna helping me. When I learn this knowledge, thank you ever so much for the teachers, and for teacher Trần Thanh Toàn, and for teacher Hafiz, that giving all of us the formula for us to learn every day. So every day, if we know how to apply this knowledge into our life, every single moment, every single minute, then wherever we open our mouth to speak about, to talk about, then I just need to remember the topic that I learned here, so I'll be able to transform. And whenever I want to say something negative, then I remember the knowledge that I learned, because I know that if I saying something that's not benefit others and also doesn't benefit myself, then I rather keep silent and not saying it out loud. And today, when you talk about the dream occupation, maybe we are not established it clearly, but thank you that for the knowledge that now I have clear mental image that the inner being specialist occupation gonna help me to enrich myself, to master my life, to become and to evolve. So this is the key for myself and for other people to hold, to open any door in my life. And when I become the inner being specialist, okay, I need to need to enrich, to become, to evolve, and to become and to evolve. And every single day when I come here to learn, I had a notion that whatever you transfer to me, I'm gonna receive all of that, all of it. And in order to become, okay, to evolve into 9 types of people, in order to help other people to be happy, to help other people to help other people to be happy. Okay. Thank you ever so much, Chị Hương. Okay. We go into listen to the lady who shared yesterday. So you have your reality. Okay, so tycoon Magna. Teacher Hafiz call her is a big spender, a tycoon, because she already have financial freedom. She know that she said chị Hải Yến said, okay, if now me and my teacher we don't need to work anymore, we still have enough money to spend on our lifestyle and for our children. But I have so many ambition, because someday I want to achieve different things in my life, and every single day. Okay. Last time when I learned from teacher Hoàng Anh, I've learned how to multiply my money. And whenever I look at my money, it's multiplied every day. I feel so happy. And I often told my husband that maybe later on we're gonna open the wheat house to support the organization, and the garden that we have, the farm that we have, we're going to turn it to the wheat home to contribute to the organization. And also teacher Phạm Thành Long, when our friends coming in, we can welcome them, and we can let them stay in there. So I feel so happy, and my ambition just get bigger and bigger every day. But I also have also start from the teacher's position. I used to be the teachers who teach disabled children. So I also wish that one day I'll be able to open the training center for disabled people to learn all of the skill to make money, so they don't become the burden for their family anymore. And I believe that I can do all of that. Thank you, teacher. Thank you for letting me sharing this. Okay, teacher Hafiz said, oh, that's a terms, the reality that everyone wants to achieve, right? So what she wants for the organization, she wants to achieve for the society, the organization, and for everyone, right? So Hải Yến, she is a reality, the reality for us to rethink about our life, rethink about our financial freedom, whether we have contributed enough for society, for organization, and for family just yet, rather than spend a lot of money for ourselves only. Okay. I would like to invite one more person. Okay. I would like to invite Nguyễn Tiến Thanh. Nguyễn Tiến Thanh said, thank you ever so much, teacher, for inviting me, for calling me. So when you talk about the number 1 to 1,000, I've rethink about my financial freedom pictures, and I see that I mostly just do everything for myself. I only contribute very little, very tiny things for the society. So back in the day, in the old day, my parents and my grandparents told me that I need to make money for myself first, and when I have spare money, I can give it away. But here, I learned it differently. I say that I need to contribute to the society, to organization first. And last week, teacher Quế Minh also gave us the knowledge about meditation. So when we give value when we provide a great value for society, okay, we see that the Western people, they give us everything for free, like Facebook, YouTube stuff. And when I reflect on this knowledge, okay, I've looked in my inner being. I see that money reflect our inner being. So I need to cultivate my cause, the seed within myself, So to be honest, I really lack this. Knowledge. So I need to cultivate the cause within myself. So after listening to your teachings, I also want to become an inner being specialist, because when I'm better myself, my family can become better, and I can better my organization. So when my awareness expanding, I have all the 7 holistic wealth. I enrich myself, I master my life, then I become a living example for the people around me. And I also want to learn to become the family educator, so my children later on can inherit this knowledge as well. Because there's a saying, we were born, we might not born into a rich family line, but we wasn't born in a royal family, but we can be the person who start a royal line, right? So now I reflect myself. I need to kaizen myself every single day. Do not lazy again. No longer lazy anymore. And I realized that I haven't achieved a lot of achievement in this life because I do not understand this diagram here, this number. Okay. So congratulations to Tiếng. So you see that if we just from number 1 to 1000, okay, if we base on our survival motivation, it will be different, right? So we need to re-evaluate our life, reflect our life every single day, whether we do things in our life because of motivation or because of our ambition. Okay? And I also feel so touched here. One time when we all traveled to Singapore, teacher shared with me the knowledge about money. We was talking backward and forward. I couldn't understand what he said. And what he said is that to earn $1 is difficult, but to spend that $1 meaningfully is difficult 10 to 1,000 times more difficult to spend that money meaningfully. So when we talk about financial freedom, okay, thinking about how can you use that $1 meaningful, because for you to be able to use that $1, okay, you had to spend 1,000 for the society first. Okay. So we are thinking backward here. Okay. So when the sage has pointed out to us, okay, only 4 number here, okay, 1, 10, 100,000. But when we base it on the 4 survival motivation, there's unimaginable things gonna happen. All right. So we stop here. You going home, do your homework. You do your homework, it's gonna be so great. You're gonna realize so many things in your life. And be honest with yourself. Okay, tomorrow coming in, whether you be able to spend time to do it or not. Okay, just be honest and share what you already learned. Okay, so I'm going to turn the mic on for everyone to say goodbye and to each other, and wish you have a great day. Okay, the session finished. So you all get the homework that you need to do today, right? So tomorrow, please coming in a bit early. Obviously, whoever coming to do the calligraphy, still joining in to do that. But otherwise, maybe tomorrow, instead of interpreting the main room, we sitting here, we're going to share our understanding and share our homework. Okay, so maybe the first 15-20 minutes we're going to spend time to exchange our homework instead of listening to the main room. What do you think? Actually,
so just want to clarify, you want to budget monthly expense for the homework?
The homework is you evaluate your life right now. When you talk about financial freedoms, what does it mean to you? What does financial freedoms mean to you? And then you're looking at your personal expense in a month, how much you spend for yourself, how much you spend for your family, how much you spend for your organization, whichever organization you are working for, how much you spend for the society that you currently living in right now. Yeah. So that's the homework. First, okay, what does financial freedom mean to you? And secondly, look at a whole month, how much you're spending in terms of for survival motivation, yourself, your family, your organization, and your society. Okay. And also I have added you all into the drive, the Google Drive. So you have all should be able to should receive the email notification that you have access to the Google Drive. So let me finish this and then you can speak. Yeah, Ron. If you haven't received that yet, let me know. And also in those folder currently, the supporter, we also in the support group, we are arranging them right now. So some of the folder you're gonna see the information in there. Some of the folder is still empty. So if it's empty and you need it, let us know. Otherwise, we will fill up those folder whenever we can make time, whenever we it's suitable for us, because we are working around the clock with this right now. Okay, trying to fill up this folder. So any folders that you yourself have information and you can contribute, also let me know, so I can add them in as well. For example, there's a folder about Vietnamese note for the lessons. We currently do not have it right now, but we're going to try to collect it from the main rooms, from all other students. Yeah, so if you, whatever you need and you don't see it in the folder, let us know. If anything you have that you think that can contribute to the folder, also notify us so we can add it in for everyone to use as well. Thank you. Yes, Ron, please. Go ahead, speak up.
Yes, I was just wondering if I was to put up my hand in the main room. I've got it on both the main room and our room. Would they have somebody there to translate for me, or would that be somebody from our group that would do
yes, that? I can ship over there to translate to you. But yes, so yeah, that's fine. If you raise your hand in the main room and teacher have he call you, then sure, I'll be shipping over there, or our teacher gonna ship over there to translate to you for you.
Okay, thank you.
Sister Trang and Ron, I think in Zoom 2 for now, cô Hà Phi cannot see the screen, so no one in Zoom 2 has got the chance to share their opinions yet.
Chị Lan, is not anh Ron, ảnh có link vào trong cái nhóm mentor 7 bên kia. Bên này thì cô Hà Phi cũng không có, nhưng mà
là Zoom 2 á. Zoom 2 đúng không chị?
Zoom, I don't know which room, to be honest. I don't even know which Zoom I'm in.
Because I saw Ron in Zoom 2 the other day.
Okay,
but
Zoom
for
2.
now, everyone in Zoom 2, no one can have the chance to
all right,
to share
all right.
opinion. because cô Happy in Australia, and then she can't see Zoom 2, I guess.
Okay.
So only people in Zoom 1 can share.
Thanks for that. Chị. Right, Ron, so I'm sorry. Basically, you cannot raise your hand to speak because teacher Hafiz currently live in Australia, and whenever she share, she only have one screen. With all the teacher in Vietnam, they have about 4 or 5 screen in front of them, so they technically can see many different Zoom. But currently, teacher Hafiz only can be present in one main Zoom number 1, and that's it, the Zoom that she can speak to all the students. And as chị Lan Anh said, you are on Zoom 2, number 2. Sorry, Ron.
No, I know Kohafi. She speaks English. I've met her before, so
Yeah.
but it wouldn't help for everybody else.
Right. But maybe you can ask next week when teacher Nhật Anh start teaching again, and he will have many screen for you to ask the questions. Okay. Cái này không có ăn được. Cái này không có ăn được. Okay. So, anyone else have any questions? It's today Friday. Actually, I wasn't sure that tomorrow we continue the class or not. Teacher Happy said that see you again tomorrow. Does that mean that we're going to have the class tomorrow on Saturday? Tomorrow is Saturday, right? Không có ăn được.
Yeah, Saturday. I think she forgot the day.
Yeah, I think so.
So should we turn off tomorrow or not? Because to be honest, in our schedule, in the teacher schedule, this week is the week you're gonna learn about the desirable outcome, and next week you're gonna start learning about the reference system, the 3 appropriate reference system, and then the middle of next month will be the first exam. I was supposed to say that. So on the schedule.
Did you just say that?
I didn't say
Do
anything.
we have exam? You did. You just did.
It just spilled.
What is
Anyway,
that?
okay, about mid-November, just say it in advance so you can prepare. We have a first exam. It's basically you all have 30 minutes to talk about 3 topics. Okay. So next week when the teacher teach this topic, you should concentrate. The first one is the formula. The formula for root cause of life. Okay. The second topic để mẹ nhỏ mắt is the human energetic structure. Game để mẹ sức. And the third topic is the triangle of reality. And we call all of these 3 topics, they have the name, the 3 appropriate reference system. And today when teacher Hafi talk about balanced merit and good deed, that information belong to the human energetic structure. Okay, so when you start learning this, pay attention, pay a lot of attention. Okay. Yeah. So for Vietnamese students, you will do the test in Vietnamese, And for the English student, you do the test in English. For the people